Hello all, this is Questel from the Questel Orbit India. Today we are discussing pattern search report, wherein how many types of exports can be done in Orbit. First of all, we are giving some housekeeping rules, wherein you can connect to Orbit WebEx audio using call me, I will call in, or call using computer. Please do share your question in the session itself, and we will discuss of the. First of all, Orbit is pattern search database wherein patterns can be stored and customized reports can be made. Present session will be related to the how many type of exports can be done, what will be the format, how the template can be saved and used for future reference. What type of a customization can be done at the user interface level, and how well we can export the data which we are interested in. There are many types of downloads are available. We will discuss the downloads. We will also discuss how the families can be exported, what are the special families, and what are the import of families. We will also see a live feature wherein work files can be created through alerts, and that can be also exported. The export which is of a user interface, search interface, and a work file interface is slightly different. We will see how exports looks like when we are in the export itself. First, whenever we perform a search, there is a toolbar wherein exports can be made. When we select in the results set a few documents, just like in this case, the 3 documents were selected, toolbar becomes selected, and the option can be seen, and which will help you to download or export the PDF files, RTF files, and various formats which are available. First option is the big data icon, wherein you can store certain features, and on the fly you can analyze the documents and create sub-search folders, and which can be shared with the user if you are using the work file itself. Second option, which is a download option, which is marked by a red arrow, which can be used to download PDF copies and export the results which we are getting from a search strategy itself. Third option is the mail option, which we can mail to our associate or any other specific scientist, wherein all search results can be exported via mail. Directly link will be sent to their mail. We have a PDF download copy, which is a third kind of export which is available, wherein you can download the entire PDF copy of a patent family or individual patent document. When we click on a particular download button itself, it goes to a secondary menu, which is wherein other formats are available, just like TXT format, PDF format, RTF format, XLS and XLS format, and we have recently introduced the PITA format, which is highly customizable and which is giving you a more option, customizable option for XLS export. This export is currently in beta mode, which will be in future implemented in the RDF and PDF format and CSV format. After that, we have a CSV format and XML format. We have additional software-based format for business, Vantage Point, RIS format, and export for the intellectual tool, which is for analyzing patent and non-patent literature in a fly itself. One can also create templates which are available as my export profile. In current, I have made one template, which is 9.2 template, which can be a quick export wherein I have to click on that particular icon itself. First of all, we talk about the report generation, wherein a search report can be customized by a various ways. One format is a PDF format. PDF format is a portable document format, which is non-editable in nature. It just looks like the first page of a patent. You can also customize what data you want to represent there, what type of citation you want to represent there. It can be two types of classical type and KWIC type. Classical type is the type which looks like the scanned copy of the PDF document itself. KWIC format is a format wherein you want to have, you want to get the search strategy, the result or a report or in a patent document, wherever they are present, that particular export will be made in a PDF format. KWIC format is a highlighted format, so you will get your keyword highlighted in manner. KWIC is important wherein entire patent family, let's say a particular patent family was published in 5 jurisdictions, and wherever your keywords are present in all 5 jurisdictions will be displayed and made available to you on a single page itself. KWIC is the representation of entire patent family, and it can be downloaded for future reference itself. Other is that we have a classical format, second format. Classical format is you can customize it based on your input. Your user can customize whether he wants classification, legal status, or inventor name, assignee name, citation, backward citation, forward citation. We also have one format which is RTF format. RTF format is editable format. You can export it. It will be just like a PDF format, but it will be editable for comments and highlighting purposes. After that, we have one more export which is called XLS export and XLS export. Same, it will have a classical template format wherein you can have a full page, a full patent document customized in XLS format, tabular format, and it will be exported for a future reference or for analytical purposes. This also includes the KWIC format, and it will also have the same highlighted feature which was present in RTF and the PDF format. The main difference in here is that you have export in a format of a table, and it can be analyzed, sorted, or highlighted by way of a table itself. We have many options in XLS format, which is a member per line, means the patent publication has been made in a different country, and each country will have a separate row, and which can be customized further by way of your data rules itself. We also have one format wherein all members can be represented in a single cell, and the format will be of entire patent family in a single cell. We have other options wherein you can have a representative of one member if in a user settings of a particular audit user has specified that they want a Korean first, so the representative member will be exported as a Korean representative member if it contains in a family member. Other formats, we have XML format, which is used for integration in in-house invention disclosure management tool. It can be also of a classical or a KWIC template wherein you want to export the entire feature of the patent family or just the search feature which has been noted in entire patent family, that is the KWIC. We have other features, other exports, which was not included in the previous slide, which is TXT format. TXT format is the format wherein images will not be there, highlights will not be there, but the content will be available, which can be converted into used as a feed in in-house software itself. We have one import tool, which is export as XLS beta version, which is the highly improved version wherein a person can select few features and download the required data in a specified manner. CSV format has, it is a comma separated value format wherein you can download more number of data from Questel Orbit without any restriction itself. Certain software formats, we have Vision, which is for analytical purpose, Vantage Point for analytical purpose, RIS export for the citation purpose, and IntellectSphere for analyzing patent and non-patent literature in a format. The customization for export can be made when we are exporting in an XLS format, wherein a last option which is called other option. In other option, various code can be listed wherein in this example we are exporting XPN, which is the standardized patent number, MED as a medical term itself, a drug which has been claimed, which has been submitted in a regulatory office. As such, if the patent is having a product claim related to the medical indication and it has been reported in a regulatory filing itself, that particular drug will be listed as a drug name will be listed in that export. Priority date, publication date, that can be also exported. In this example, we are using PR and PD. We are also exporting patent brand date. For that, we have used the code which is called PGG. For exporting in a customized way, we have to refer to our fact sheet. Fact sheet is a 33-page document, which we will see live how to get the fact sheet and how to represent the code in the customized format. There are templates can be saved since when we customize certain codes, certain feature which has to be used extensively in our export can be used and can be saved in our export feature. So, it will give you an icon wherein you can click over it and without even further selection or specifying what feature you want to export, export will be made, and it is a time-saving feature wherein you can use for your future export itself. These are listed at the bottom of the export drop menu and under the My Sales Profile. The downloads are of two types. One type is the directly email, and you can send your result list export directly in PDF export, CSV export, EXT export, or XLX export to a specified email. The download link for that particular attachment will be available for 30 days. You can also download it to your computer itself, wherein you can do it by two means. One is the uncompressed file and a compressed file. Recommended feature is to use the compressed file. It reduces the size of the size of the export itself, and it will be a complete file once it is downloaded from the interface itself. Let's talk about the family export itself. By default, the family export will be the FAMPAT family export, wherein in part of family exports are not available. Once you convert your search results by FAMPAT grouping, in the right-hand side, we'll have the FAMPAT grouping. When you select all the patent document and click over the extended family grouping, and the grouping will be made, and if we export in XLX format later on by using the all member, the conversion of FAMPAT to the in part of family member, the all member will be representative of the in part of family member, not the FAMPAT family members itself. This export is for getting the entire patent family in a single cell. In this particular example itself, if you are looking for a legal status of all the family members, the legal status of each family member will be represented by separate column, and your Excel sheet will have extended look, and within that you have to check out what is the specific patent family legal status is available. Let's see certain live feature, and if you have any question, you can type it on Q&A section of our webinar. It is available over on the top, and at the end there will be a Q&A button, and then you can search and type in your question. Let's go live and see certain patent certain features. Features will be when we go on orbit.com, it goes to easy search. We perform the easy search. Let's say WhatsApp is the particular keyword we want to search. This search result gives us a patent family in a tabular format. In a tabular format, first we will discuss the KWIC feature. In this particular part of this patent document itself, in this patent family, there is a particular tab which is called KWIC tab, and KWIC tab, since we have used one keyword itself, it shows us in a WIPO family member where my keywords are listed, in EB family member where my keywords are listed. This was export wherein highlights will be made. This is the WhatsApp. This was our keyword, and it will be exported as in a highlighted format. This was the KWIC format export. So we take the time itself. We will select a few documents. Let's say we select from range 1 to 15 pattern document. Second export is the export option, wherein we can generate the reports itself. We'll first select the beta option, which is the recent release, wherein you can select the certain features in here. In the left-hand option, you will have a profile option. If I want to export this to save it for future use, I can type it webinar 1, save it, and this profile will be available for my future use. Since I have not made any particular selection, or I can change further selection itself. Whatever data we want, let's say for priority date, I want to get this particular in here. I have to select the arrow button. The arrow, the priority numbers will be there. Each data will have a representation at the end of the three icon. You can click on three bar icon and you can select. In a priority date, we can select the priority numbers. We can select the priority number in a standardized format. Earliest priority number we want to export, or we want to export the earliest priority number in a standardized manner. So these can be exported. You can select all or click on OK itself. Further, in assignee name itself, in each option, you will have in each format itself, you can change it by what information is required. So the information which is selected in here will be represented in the grade manner. So what is selected, it will be available in grade manner. For assignee name, I am interested only in current assignee, so I can click on select assignee only, or owner, or depending upon reassignment, depending upon your requirement. So if I change it for current assignee instead of standardized assignee, the option grade option will change to current assignee itself. Same with the inventors. You can click on that non-Latin inventor history itself, and everything will be exported in that manner. Let's see on a particular family-wise export. We make this arrow, select an arrow. Family numbers will be all family members, Questel unique family member with the publication detail, or EPO family ID itself. It is the representation of a family member itself. So we are interested in Questel unique family. After that, we also, depending upon your requirement, a person can select the drop-down menu itself, everything. Or a person can also choose the customized format, wherein we say that we are interested in a specific code itself. So in a code, you can have a short code. The short codes are listed in our fact sheet itself. Fact sheet is available in our support document. We will see how the fact sheet looks like. For in this instance, I am interested in a medical name, and we can give a strong name and ED, and the database field is for that is NAD. And if we use this NAD, code name, and this 4 letters should be there for that particular stuff to save it, and we make it NAD. So this custom role can be represented in a many manner. Now we save it for our future use itself as a webinar 1, and either we can download it or email it. We also have one other option which is called as advanced option. In advanced option, you can further choose you want to export the entire family member or the family member as a patent document itself or a publication document itself. We have a column header. Instead of getting the column ID name, you can change this to short code or a long code or spelled out manner. Instead of TI, title will be written, AP, abstract will be written. So for that, if you are exporting the KWIC format, highlighted search sum can be made or compressed download file can be made to reduce the file size. These options are available for the export itself. Further, if you are not able to find the format itself, we can change it to here, wherein we can filter it by way of our representation itself. If we say that inventor, So inventor will be always highlighted, and you can click on that icon to add that particular interface in our selected field itself. We make it on the download itself. It will be exported and it will be downloaded according to our needs. So in a short way, that export, beta export is a selection, and selection is customized by way of clicking on that particular 3-bar icon, and specification can be made. If you click on the click here to download the file, the PDF file and a zip file, the zip format will be downloaded. And if we open it, the open will be having images since we selected the images. The spelled out name will be available for each the column header. It will be, since we use the term which is called MED, medical name, this is the advanced term which we have used. Since it is a WhatsApp related company, it doesn't have a medical name. So that will be not be exported. And you will have the entire one line representative of that particular patent family available. Let's go back on our search report, search history itself. We talked about a fact sheet. Fact sheet is available on guide and tutorials. If you click on guide and tutorials, it leads us to a main page. In main page, you will have an option fields of the FAMPAT collection. We click on the fields of the FAMPAT collection. It gives us the PDF document, updated PDF document, which is FAMPAT PDF document, and all the codes which can be exported or are available in the Questel Orbit database are listed in here. We use the term which is called MED. So MED was the name of the drug subject to the French CPC itself. If we are interested in knowing the publication date and priority date and everything, that can be selected from here. So if we use SPA, standardized name of the applicant and assignee of patent family, will be available. So these codes can be used in a custom field, and that particular thing can be exported for future use. Let's go back on our search history itself and talk about the availability. Talk about the conversion of input of family members. So these are the 704 FAMPAT family members. We are selecting everything, and we are using the FAMPAT grouping to use that as extended family grouping. So everything will be converted. FAMPAT search result will be converted to our input of family members, and that result can be exported for the input of family member result set itself. So currently in this particular interface itself, the 704 FAMPAT family members are represented by 658 input of family members. Let's say we want to export the 1 to 15 patent record, 1 to 15 patent record as an input of family member. We are selecting everything, and we are exporting, let's say for this example, XLX export. In this XLX export, we have many options. One option, we are not covering the above option because it is covered in our last example itself. In this example, we say that whether we want one member per line, all members. Let's talk about first all members. We click on next and finish it. So this format will be available for all these 15 family members. With each cell and each row will be representing the entire patent family. For this example, this Excel sheet is talking about the XPN, and this particular patent family member has, because we have used the code of, in our advanced export, we have used the code. So this patent family member has one EP and one US. So entire family is represented in that particular one cell itself. So there are 15 patent family which we have selected. So all 15 will be available from 1 to 15. So this is the 16th number. One number is the our header itself. Now in our header itself, we have not specified those spelled out names, so that's why the codes are written here. Let's convert these export to one member per line. So 15 are selected. We go on here and we say that, okay, we are interested in XLX export. but we are interested in having the one member per line. In this export itself, we are interested in one member per line. If we say one member per line, for this example, one patent has one US and one EP itself, and it will be divided into two itself, and it will give us a record which is one member per line itself. So instead of getting the 15, one cell representing the entire 15th number patent family, we will have more number of a patent record, more number of a patent row itself, and from there we can take it forward. In this example, you will have PAN number, family number. So this patent number and this patent number. Earlier, when we having all family member, it was grouped together. Now it is one member per line, so one EP and one US. It is available for future use for export itself. Now, if you notice right now in here, if the family count is increased, the row count is increased to your 19 rows itself. Earlier it was 15 rows. In this export, again, we also have an option wherein you can export it, a third export, wherein one can deselect the one member per line and go to the representative member only. It will be specified by way of your user setting, and from there you can export it depending on your requirement. Let's go on talk on our user setting. In a user setting, we have option for display. In display, if we select this extend in part of family member grouping option, by default it is hidden. You can make it displayed, and it will be available to change the format of your result from input of to from PAN pad to input of. Again, we talked about the representative family member. In this format, we have chosen the Indian one. If the patent family has one Indian, that will be downloaded as a representative family member. This export was limited to our main user itself, or as a main user. Let's say we are interested in downloading the RTF format, which is equivalent to the PDF format. In RTF format, we have many options, wherein you can have a first page like it is representative of the first page of entire patent which has been selected as a PDF copy itself. From here, we can also get the KWIC format in a highlighted manner. If we go on a first page like, we also have other option which is called first image you want to export, or you want to export all the images. All images options can be exported in the RTF and a PDF format. In a PDF format and RTF format, the rest other things are same, wherein you can go on next, save it as a profile, save it as a profile, and save it as a profile from profile name, save it as a profile from here. You can email it, you can download it as a zip folder and everything, and it can be downloaded as all images. This export is limited to our this only these export PDF format and RTF format provides you to download all the images. In other format, you can also have the XML format, which also gives you the all images option, and wherein you can integrate it to your own interface itself. Let's talk on certain features of work file module. In a work file module, let's say work file module, we have a reader module. In a reader module, patent can be saved. We will be able to download the entire patent copy and export. Certain export features are different from main account to the reader account. This session is to show how they are different. This reader has access to one work file, and this particular work file, so this reader has access to many files. Let's say he wants to export these 3 comments. So he has option to all the formats. Let's check on an XLX format and see what type of export we can do. We can do the complete export or the custom export. We can get the images also, and here additional option to download the user field and notes. User fields and notes are important in nature, wherein the particular expert or account holder gives certain features, certain classification, user field or certain notification has been made in that particular work file, can be exported in a sheet. These are different from our normal export itself. Further, you have export for import date, last update date, full directory or a work file name itself, and all the names itself. These all are options. These all options, 7 options, are different from our main user interface itself. These are the value-added options wherein you get more meaningful data from your work file and what is the history behind that particular patent family within the organization itself. In the user field itself, in a user field for this particular patent file itself, it can be related to separate many classifications. For this particular patent, it has been classified in objects for the product itself. So many classification can be done, or a note can be given, and these notes and everything can be exported in a user work file mode itself, and a user can export based on the content itself. So additional content out of the main user content in a work file module, export can be done by way of additional features itself. Let's go back on logout and go back on our main user module. One can also export by way of alerts also. Let's go on our search history. In search history, we have a last option which is called alert. In alert, let's say for this particular user interface, alert can be made. In alert, we have an option for RSS or a work file. In a work file module, we can select which directory your update to be exported, and from there you can take our exported alert, and that can be used for further authentication. It can also be delivered to up to 23 email IDs and for future references. This is the end of our session. I will take up the questions, sir. If you have any questions, please drop in our chat box itself. We have one question. Do the export can be done on translated content itself? Yes, the exports can be done on a translated content. Let's say it's a Chinese patent document. You want to export the translated content. For that, we can go directly on our fact sheet itself. In the fact sheet itself, there will be code for downloading the translated content itself. For in here, for example, right now is that original title in language other than this and this. If you use OTI, so it will be original title itself. So it will be English title at Eastern State. Or if you want to have original abstract or original title, that can be downloaded from here. AP is the abstract in a preferred language, and if I am going with the OAB is going to give me the original abstract in a language other than French, English, and German.